Number 5.
Second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Hector Blanco comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's taken for strike 1.
Well, he got a high strike on the fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball usually is a put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Well, he's pitching really good in this game, and the fastball location has been the key. That pitch right there is indicative of the game. Down low, hits a spot. That's what he's been doing with the fastball basically the whole game.
Here's another 0-2. Lifted in the air out to center field. Pitts is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
Ready for another chance. Orlando Alonso. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, what a play! How about that?
Now batting, catcher Brian Penn.
Digging in for his second at bat, Brian Pins. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Milano going back, and it's gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets him going.
Center fielder number
into the
25.
box now. Carlos Guillen. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Well, that's a true indicator. He's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin the wind right there and knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
1-2.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Wow, he's got to be frustrated with that pitch. Did a nice job of getting ahead of the hitter. Wanted to go to changeup and put him away, and just hung it up there a little bit too long.
Into the box, Willie Olivo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Liner towards second. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Rubberducks lead this one 4-1. Digging in to try it again, Wes Acho. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
Gregory Pitts is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And the pitch. 2-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. Throwing to second. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Mark Korecki.
Ready once again, Mark Korecki. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Look, Matt, he's done a nice job getting those first 2 outs. I mean, look, this is a good hitting team. And now you got the 2-hitter coming to the middle of the order. But you can limit the damage by getting those first 2 outs. I think he's limited the damage so far this inning.
Ball 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A fastball that just misses inside. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Kramer will wait on it as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Rubberducks lead it 4-1. Digging in once again, Juan Gonzalez. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Gonzalez.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Kevin Bourbon is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Now the pitch. This is in the air to left. Moving under it, Milano, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, Zach Montes.
Striding in once again, Zach Montes. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Into the windup and the pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. 2-0 now.
Those first two pitches were pretty good pitches. I like where he was going, but now he's falling behind 2-0. He may have to lay one in there and challenge him a little bit.
3-0 now.
Well, he's clearly not getting anything to hit right here, but I'm telling you what, 3-0, I trust him so much, I'm giving him the green light.
And that's in there, 3-1.
Well, I thought with 2 outs right there, that situation, he probably had the green light, 3-0. Maybe he didn't get it where he wanted or get the pitch he's looking for, so he took it. But I think he's probably swinging here, too, 3-1.
Milano is underneath this one, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Rubberducks lead this one 4-1. Ready for another shot now, John Pitts. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth.
John Pitts.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, first baseman.
Digging in, Sir Dudenstein Brixey comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
I like that. That's great 2-0 hitting. You're looking for one specific pitch in one specific area. You don't get it, you take it.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Sean Arojo. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Now the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And he misses there. 1-2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
Another 1-2 delivery. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Brixey rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the runner from second is in to score. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Got a pretty good pitch to hit there and turned it into extra bases. And to me, this goes back to what we were saying about this reliever pitching longer than he's really used to. I do think he's fighting exhaustion right now.
In now, Justin Milano, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 0-1, here it comes. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Out of play. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. High in the air out towards shallow right. Alonso is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. The Rubberducks lead it 5-1. Standing in, Gary Kramer. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Kramer.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Milano ranging back. He's there and records the first out.
The batter, number 22.
Stepping in, Hector Blanco. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me. Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Orlando Alonso.
So striding forward now, Orlando Alonso, 0-for-2 on his line thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch. Your
Bruce
attention, please.
Zager gets the
Now
call from the
pitching
pen to
for
take
Trenton,
over on the mound
number
and start
21,
the home 7th.
Bruce Zager.
Now at the plate, Bobby Thatcher.
Leading
He'll
off
match
for
up with a
Akron,
new pitcher to begin
the
their half of the
shortstop,
7th.
Bobby dispatcher.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And this is sliced foul into the stands and right, out of play. Here it comes on 1-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
In tight with the slider, 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And there to take it in is Guillen for route number 1.
Now batting,
Wes Acho. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it.
Nice 2-seam fastball pitch unless it's really moving.
Stepping in now, Gregory Pitts. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Brian Pins. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Pitts is after it. 1 away.
Center fielder number 25.
Digging in and looking for more. Carlos Guillen. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is foul for the first strike. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
Number 5.
Oh, the changeup executed nicely, and he still got a ground ball. They got the base hit. He got his ground ball. He did everything he wanted to do. Sometimes it just doesn't work out for you.
Standing in now, Willie Olivo,
as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there, 0-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Into the box now, Juan Gonzalez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 out with the man at first. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Brian Ellington is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 49, Brian Ellington.
Now in the box, Mark Korecki. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Mark Korecki.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Blanco over to his left, and he's retired, 1 away.
The batter, number 1, designated hitter, John
Stepping up now, John Pitts. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And this is fouled at the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Again, he sends it out of play.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
The next 0-2. Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Here it comes, 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Matt, he's thrown 2 pitches right down the middle and got away with them. I don't think he should go back there again, but he's got to locate a little bit better if he wants to put him away. This guy's too good a hitter.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Sir Dudenstein.
Stepping up to the plate, Sir Dudenstein. Brixey comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Into the box now, Kevin
Leading off for Trenton.
Bourbon. They'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. William Murakami comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
William Murakami.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Now the 0-1. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Zach Montes.
Settling in now, Zach Montes. From the stretch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
You know what? That ball's right down the middle. I think he was taking first pitch, just really trying to measure it.
The 0-1 on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. 1 out, nobody on. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's another 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in a 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 10, Gary.
So striding in, Gary Kramer. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Inside here with a cutter as he's lucky that one didn't get him.
Hey, one of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
And that pitch misses. in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. And now a pitch on the way. And he didn't pull the trigger on a good low sinker, but it missed for ball 3. Hector Blanco would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
The batter,
so
22,
coming to the plate, Hector Blanco. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's set, and the pitch. Late that time for a strike. Now the 0-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 2-out, 2-strike offering. Here it is. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that base hit inches them a little bit closer. Now they've got 2 runners on. You get one more guy on. You're down 4. You're looking for that grand slam to tie. The next guy gets on. It sets up for that big granny opportunity.
Ball 1.
Hey, this game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Well, Matt, that was a huge at bat. He gets the single right here. There's 2 out in the 9th, and it brings the tying run to the plate.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Chris Esquivel takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Chris Esquivel.
Into the box, Brian Kins, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
I'm no pitching coach, but it doesn't look like he's finishing his pitches here. That misses high. Ball 3. 3-0. Here it is. And he thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
That's some pressure pitching right there. Bases loaded. He goes up 3-0. He's now worked it back to 3-2. Now this is really the payoff pitch.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Carlos Guillen.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Carlos Guillen stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. 2 out, bases loaded. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. And he misses. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Oh, here's a line drive, and he's cashed in big time with the bases loaded. Extra bases. 2 runs have scored. And a relay home, but not in time. And just like that, this ball game is tied.
Top of the 9th inning, he comes up with a big hit to tie the game here. Now can they drive him home himself and maybe put him ahead?
In now, Willie Olivo, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
That right there, Matt, may be the best pitch in baseball. I don't know why people don't throw that high fastball more. It is so difficult for a hitter to raise your...
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their ninth inning lead has evaporated. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First delivery to him on the way. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. To short, hit hard, fielded cleanly, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
At the plate, Sean Arojo. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Too high. 1-2.
I like how he wasted that pitch. It was close enough to tempt the hitter to swing, but now you got him thinking, will he come back with another fastball? You got him set up. Off speed, hard pitch, anything now.
Ready with the 1-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing two fastballs now in a row.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. This is in the air out to straightaway center. And Guillen will handle this one for route number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
Striding into the box, Justin Milano. First delivery to him on the way. Just got a piece up the line. That's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Change it. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. 1-2, here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Alonso sprinting after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 10th inning coming up, and we are all tied 5-5.
Leading off with a
stepping in and ready for another shot, Juan Gonzalez. He'll be the one to start things out as we begin the 10th. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. The mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 10, Darius Lindsay.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Kevin.
Striding in once again, Kevin Bourbon. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Tough slider down low for a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. So a perfect start to the 10th here. 2 up and 2 down. Ready for another shot now. Zach Montes.
Zach Montes.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Fouled straight back.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So nothing happening this time around. Ryan Tepera comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Ready for another chance? Bobby Thatcher. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Bobby Thatcher.
First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. In the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Now batting.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2 pitch. Pitch outside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. This is a foul ball. A possible winning run on second. No one out. Softly to the right side. Should get the runner to third. Blanco charging this one. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting.
Digging in once again. Gregory Pitts is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Alonso racing back, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they're going to walk off here with a 6-5 victory.
That's what you call doing your job, folks. He knew he just needed to lift one to the outfield, and that's just what he did. Hey, a walk-off sac fly isn't as dramatic as a game-winning hit, but it's just as effective. Great team win right there.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top